is not included in the thumbnail.
Hi, baby.
You're giving me the ick by calling her baby.
Don't you call her that too?
I call her hi poopy head. Okay, Winter. Good girl. You're so sweet, Winter. You can go upstairs.
Play with your grandfather.
Yeah, go to your grandpa. Yeah? Go to grandpa. Ready?
Why do we look alike?
Oh, shardy pants.
What?
Mike's.
Ah. Take a nap.
Yeah. Sit up, or I'm gonna sit on you. Okay.
Good morning, people. Welcome to CBS News. We're taking over as your host today.
Yup. Another episode of
Winter in a Nutshell.
High School in a Nutshell. I'm your host, Zoe.
I'm your host, Grace.
And today we're gonna be
debriefing
about our high school class teachers.
Yes.
Or
quarter three. Yes.
Okay. We'll go over a little bit of content. Like,
not you guys content, just like
debriefing over like what we do in class.
Okay.
And our feelings.
Yep. And then I think in upcoming videos we're gonna do another video that's high school without academics. And where we might invite one of your favorites.
Your favorites? They only know 3 people so far, Grace. Emily Wu is probably gonna come for that episode.
You guys already know her. Already posted the bio game show video.
Yup. Yeah, I know, right? Bio game show coming out soon. Came out already. We're real now. Let's start. So we only prepped for the 5 main core classes.
Teachers. Okay, ready? English.
So I have Mr. Poopy Head and Mr. Ice Cream Man.
They're not their names.
They're not their names, but they do reflect
their personalities
a little
bit of their
character.
Inside jokes.
Yeah. Let me start with Mr. Poopy Head. I swear to God, all that man does is yap. Like, what do you mean? Can I have eyes? Like, I'm about to gouge my eyes out just from seeing you in class today. And when he says, I don't see all the thumbs up on the phone wall. And I'm like, bro, yeah, I don't see yours there either. Like, the hypocrisy. And then there was one time in class where he called me out for spacing out because he was yapping about, some idea that I already, wrote down. And then he's like, I see Zoe's having a great time spacing out right now. Anytime away from you is a good time to me. So I'd appreciate it if you just step back into your Twitch stream and stop caring about your viewership because it's so low right now. Yeah, so sorry, but my opinions of Mr. Poopy Head are not very high. He's very arrogant, and I don't like the way he teaches. Oh, you know those things about the phone brackets on the walls? How do you feel about those?
I feel like for some classes they're fine. Cause math, you can use them to cheat. But English, bio, I don't see the point.
Okay, here's the thing. Mr. My biology teacher, whose name shall not be revealed yet, he doesn't care. My math teacher doesn't care.
Yeah,
my history doesn't care. The only 2 teachers who do care, the only 3 teachers who do care are my CPR teacher, my English teacher, and my Spanish teacher, which are arguably the 3 least important classes.
Yeah.
So
that really proves a point there, okay, guys?
Are they trying to seem more important? Or are they trying to get those points for being
so sunny?
I know, it's nice, right?
Take Winter on a walk later. Okay, after we film.
No.
Yes.
No, I have homework.
I have homework too.
Okay. You're not taking her out. You can come take her out another time when we're not filming.
Okay. All right, keep going.
Okay. So
yapping.
And not just that, but our English class actually goes by so slowly. Relative time slows down the moment I set foot into that classroom. Einstein who? And then guess what? even though the pace is like a turtle of that class, every time I step out, like into normal time, I feel like I've aged at least 200 years. Like freaking white hairs are gonna start popping up, and I literally see wrinkles under my eyes just because of the annoyance and the struggle that this class brings to me. And it's not like the class is hard.
Yeah. It's just the class is just like
It's just
annoying.
painful to be in that classroom.
Yeah.
Mr. Ice Cream Man is like the saving grace for English class. He's very sweet, and
I met him before. He's really nice.
he's really nice, and he actually knows what he's talking about.
That's good.
I wish Mr. Ice Cream Man was his own teacher. Yeah.
Okay. This is not even just Zoe. Like, I have a friend that's in Zoe's class, and like every single time we leave, I just hear them gossiping about like, and then like once like he said something really inappropriate, which I'm not gonna say here, but that just shows to like, that just comes to show how like
Just say it.
it's not even like a personal thing. It's just like everybody like is like icky about him.
Mm-hmm. It's not like a one-sided beef thing. It's like a entire class beef thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I feel like the course itself is pretty fun though. I really like the books, and I feel the course structure is nice. I just really dislike the teacher.
That's reasonable. My teacher, Miss Doobly Doo. That's something she really likes to say. And like my one comment about her is that she's like one of the best teachers I've ever had in my life, and definitely the best English teacher I've ever had.
Very lucky.
Very lucky to have her. I hate English. I hated English since like first grade. And this year is the only time that like I'm going to English and like not aging. Like I actually have a good time in there, and it doesn't go by so slow. Like I always have like first block or like right after lunch, aka like the times where I actually feel sleepy. And like that class make like it's therapy. Okay, my teacher is therapy. That class is therapy, but not therapy. It's really fun. Okay.
Oh, you're so
My teacher is so funny, and like she cracks the most like relatable jokes because she's a student herself as well. She's getting her PhD right now, so like she like knows our pain.
She's young.
And she's like a millennial, but like she cracks the most like relatable jokes because she like knows what like we're going through because she's going through it herself.
Right?
And she doesn't like she doesn't leave homework. Like I haven't had an assignment from her in so long. And like when we have essays, we get class time to work on it.
Yeah, that's another complaint I have. So Mr. Poopy Pants like gives us one Poopy Head gives us like one assignment, right? He gives us 20 minutes to work on it in one class period, and the rest of it you have to do by yourself at home.
Honestly, I hate that because they're like, oh, you're gonna have so much class time to do it, and then they can leave you like 2 minutes to do it, and they're like, oh, never mind, it's for homework.
Yeah,
if you don't finish it,
it's every single time we have an assessment, and sometimes he doesn't even like tell us about it. Like the due date, he says he doesn't tell us a due date. Sometimes like he just gives us an assignment, and it's like throwing a toddler in the water and hoping that it can just swim. That's what it feels like.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I met her teacher, Miss Doobly Doo. She's a very sweet lady.
She is a very sweet lady.
Yeah, didn't she? Oh yeah, one time Grace was having like a really hard time. Like she was very stressed.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Doobly Doo gave her a whole bag of candy.
She gave me a whole bag of lollipops. Like, girl, what? And then like,
right?
Yeah, like, and then she was like, oh, here you go. And I was like, oh my god. And this morning, I literally walked in there with the most severe bedhead, and like, I look like I like got ran over by an 18-wheeler. And she was like, do you need to go get a snack from the vending machine? And I was like, I love you, lady.
Guys, also, do you guys appreciate the color match today?
Mm-hmm.
We're very matched. We're very orange.
I know. And yeah, I feel like low-key, like the content is kind of boring, but like she makes them really fun, but they're really useful in like academia writing. Like it's kind of boring.
It's tedious. It's tedious. Yeah. Anyway, next is Spanish. So my Spanish teacher, Miss Barf Lady, I'm not sure. I feel like the names kind of reflect how I feel about my teachers. So Miss Barf Lady is probably the worst Spanish teacher I've ever had. Actually, second worst. She's better than my 8th grade Spanish teacher. Barf Lady wasn't that good either. So apparently, she takes offense to like all the things that little kids do in our class. One time, we were taking a test or like a quiz, right? And she said, "Time's up. Give me your papers in 3, 2, 1." Right? And there were still two students, and they were just finishing up like the last of their sentences. And after like a minute has passed or so, they hand the paper, and Miss Barf Lady and Miss Barf Lady freaks out. She starts screaming at them. She's like, "Okay, the two of you guys come here right now. What do you mean?" And then they had like a discussion, and then she was like, she takes everything seriously. And then there was another time, right? Another time when one of my classmates brought applesauce to class to eat, right? And she was like, "Put that away, not in my classroom." Like in the most severe tone ever. And like,
It's just applesauce.
it's
Like,
just
no one's allergic to
applesauce.
applesauce. I'm
It's
sorry.
not that deep. It's like they probably didn't eat breakfast. I'm not gonna lie, they probably didn't eat breakfast and they're starving. So let the kids eat.
Yeah. No, because like I was in that class before I dropped down to normal Spanish because I had like other classes that I wanted to focus on, and like Spanish I didn't really care about. This girl at my table, she had popcorn, and it was like last block of the day, so like it was like 2:30, and like she's probably hungry because like I would be hungry too. And then like I walked in, and then she was eating a bag of skinny pop, and then Miss Barf Lady comes in and she's like, "What is that popcorn doing right here? Did you know that you were not supposed to have food in my class?" And it was like the first or second day of the school year, and like
I know, like this lady doesn't know when to take a chill pill and when to count her losses.
yeah,
I don't really know. I don't like her that much.
yeah.
Anyway, how do you feel?
About my Spanish teacher?
Yeah.
Okay, mine is Mr. Super Chill. He is so chill. Like I haven't had like a Spanish teacher that's like as chill as like we don't do anything, but like we are doing stuff, but it just doesn't feel that hard. And like this, yeah, like
Dude,
period.
for real.
He's really nice. Like because like last year I had a teacher and like he wasn't necessarily the nicest for Spanish, and like he was just really icky. And so I got like PTSD from like male Spanish teachers, but like he made me feel safe and like not like creepy, you know, like my Spanish teacher last year.
Like her Spanish teacher last year was actually creepy. He was like pedophilic, I would say.
And like I had nothing to do with it, but I've seen like it was just kind of messed up. But honestly, like it's fine because I don't have him anymore, and I don't plan on having him in my future.
No, real. Like I've seen how her Spanish teacher like lets her go out early, lets her go take walks with her friends. She told me how like he doesn't really care about if you mess up quizzes because he'll just let you redo them.
Yeah.
He's like
he's super chill,
so chill.
But like when it comes to like being serious, like he's serious, but he doesn't like make it serious. Like during a test, like if I'm like, oh, can I like like because I always ask him like, are there retakes? Because when I like do Spanish, I zone out, and like I don't know if I talked about it was like completely like content related or if I just started yapping about random stuff.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, there's retakes, but I think you're gonna be fine. And like he like checked my work. He's like, it looks fine. So like it makes you feel good about yourself.
Right, because like it makes you actually want to learn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some teachers they don't know how to take a step back and it just backfires on the whole thing.
Yeah. I feel like I hit the jackpot with teachers this year, honestly.
No, I can tell. Anyway, math time. I have Miss Teacher. What a creative name. Because she doesn't really know how to teach. She's very sweet. She's a very sweet old lady. She's like, she feels like a auntie who comes from the old, like, she reminds me of like this like old lady who lives in like the Middle East, and then she like cooks up things for her grandchildren. It's just very sweet, but she doesn't really know how to teach math, and she doesn't really know how to manage a classroom. So the learning environment is not the most prime thing ever. And personally, I feel like she prioritizes her other classes a lot more because she also teaches like an AP class. And since it's AP season, she's like, oh, I haven't graded your tests, and it's been like 3 weeks. Yeah, because my AP students needed to have this or they needed to have that. And she like leaves class a lot. Like she's just absent from class a lot. So it doesn't really feel like you're learning that much. But I do like her.
That's good. Okay. This is what I take my words back from having really good teachers. I miss Goofy Doo for math. That's a code name, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
who would name themselves Goofy Doo, bro?
Which dad would name their children Goofy Doo
Goofy
after
Doo.
them?
Exactly.
Okay. She does not teach. I think I taught myself SOHCAHTOA. Like trigonomic functions, sinusoidal curves, unit circles, using like sine, cosine to find like stuff. Like, and I'm not good at math, and I had to teach myself that. And like, she doesn't do anything, and she overcomplicates everything, and she doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't teach. She like half the time, like she thought like the sine curve. She told us half the week that was a cosine curve.
Bro.
And then I got so confused because on the test, I was like, this is we're not right. And she was like, oh yeah, I taught you guys wrong. My bad. You guys all get good full marks for this question.
The frick?
Like,
at least 3 points?
yes, free points, but like the one
The one thing you're supposed to be learning, you're not learning.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh. That sounds so funny.
She's like a substitute for my like long-term teacher because she's
pregnant?
No, she's giving birth.
Pregnant.
Okay,
she's taking maternity
She's taking maternity leave. I did not know the vocabulary for that. Moving on.
History. Okay, so I had Mr. Teletubby. He's probably one of my favorite teachers this year. He's very ironically and iconically funny. He'd go on these really, really long rants about how ChatGPT and AI is gonna destroy your future if you use them in college. But he's honestly very sweet because he thinks of students before he thinks of himself. There's like this thing, we don't have to do assignments until quarter's over, right? Like when quarter's closing. That's a hard deadline. And he implemented it because he respects our time. And so even if it hurts himself because he has to grade like 84 assignments within like 2 days, he'll still give us that leeway because he respects our life. And like I just really like him because I don't know, he gives me the impression that he actually cares about his students, and he's very funny. Did I mention that? Oh, not just that, but I feel like he's done just about everything before becoming a history teacher. One, he got a degree in environmental policy. Second, he became a game show host. He had his own podcast. He also was a journalist and still is journaling.
Like sports.
About sports. Like, where's this coming from, Mr. Teletubby?
Like, I don't know what kind of school bro graduated from, but like it's some like top tier school with like with like life skills in every single like place you can possibly think.
Yeah, I know, and he's actually so funny because he gave us this like, he told us this year he got engaged, right?
Ooh, fun.
So he was like, I see online that some teachers do this with their students, and I just wanted an opinion. Like, how do you guys think I should propose? Blah blah blah. And it's just so sweet. Like, I actually love him so much, like as a teacher and as a person. Yeah.
Yeah. My history teacher, Miss Ant, she is.
What happened to Miss Ant Army?
Oh, my bad. Miss Ant Army. I think I accidentally deleted it. She's super passionate about history, which is really cute. Like she like it feels like she does history in her like time that she's not at school. Like she's like a museum, part-time museum.
Oh, like a keeper?
No, yeah,
like a tour guide?
I think so. I don't mean to do some stalking, but like I was stalking her at the beginning of the year, and she has like a personal website with like a nonprofit in a country in like Africa, and like she does like cute little self stuff, and like she's
self stuff.
Like she's like a museum tour person. I don't know. She like worked with artifacts before she worked with students. That's how she explained herself at the beginning of the year, which I think is really cute because it actually shows that she's dedicated to history and like she like actually is passionate about it, which I think is really cute. However, she doesn't really know how to run a class again. And then like people in my class actually bully her, which is really annoying. And I just sometimes like I feel bad for her, so I listen. But like the stuff she says is actually really interesting as well. But like she yaps a lot. Like when I asked her a question, like it took her 20 minutes to like yap, and then like she literally like took out every single information from like the encyclopedia and like put it in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then
do you enjoy her yapping though?
like they're interesting, but they're not like they're not like
they're not like
not
direct.
answering my question.
Yeah, I see.
Like she like I was asking something about like imperialism in India,
Mhm.
and then like somehow that conversation ended with like the Great Leap and like the Cultural Revolution. Like
Wait, how does that relate?
bro went from like 1857 to like 1940s.
40s.
Like she covered like an entire era in that time.
Bro,
But,
what?
yeah, like she yaps a lot. She's really interesting. I feel like she'd be really nice as like a teacher to talk with, just
But not like a
necessarily
very
helpful.
Yeah, I understand.
And also she's really specific with every single assignment and will dock points even if she doesn't like your formatting. Like subjectively, she doesn't like your outline, like format, or like the information you put in.
Yeah, Mr. Teletubbies. Mr. Teletubbies is also pretty tough on grading and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we have to like take teachers and like how they grade aside from like their personalities.
Yeah.
But they're like not the same people.
They're not the same. Anyway, science. So I have Mr. Police Officer who, okay, there's like really nothing police officer about him, but I can just imagine him as a police officer for some reason. And Grace agrees.
Yeah, he does give that vibe.
But
he's so chill. I love him.
I have so much love and respect for this teacher. Like, not only does he give off police officer vibes, he's also like a grandpa type of mentor. And honestly, he just makes class really comfortable and really engaging. As I said, he doesn't really teach. That's one of his downfalls. He doesn't make slides, blah blah blah, but he gives you all the material you need. So everything is in your hands of how you want to do this and how you want to progress. So honestly, like, props to this teacher. When you do have questions, he explains them in the most straightforward way possible. Super chill about deadlines, super chill about like one-on-one like meetings and stuff. If you miss a day in class, that's fine. He'll catch you up. He'll personally email you the materials and tell you about like what you did in class and what you missed out on. Just overall, the most respect I have for a teacher ever.
The vibes are vibing.
Yeah, like even Grace knows he's
so chill.
Like, he's like laid back.
Like he like goes around and like yaps to other teachers during his class, but like he doesn't miss a beat with his class.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how he does it. Like during my class, we have bio during the same block. He like comes over to my classroom and like he starts talking to my teacher, and like she's still learning stuff. It's not like he's like not teaching at all. So
yeah, and I feel like a part of that is because of like my extracurriculars and stuff. But like there's no discredit to him as a person. Him as a teacher too is like great. He's just overall top tier as a teacher.
S tier. For me, I have Miss Arm. Period. She is a mediocre teacher. She reads off of slides and doesn't really teach. Like if you have questions and she doesn't know the answer to it, she'll be like, I don't know, and then like side eye you for the rest of the day. And like I don't know, she just has like a very hostile vibe.
Dude, she also gives me racially motivated.
She is. I swear to God, she's literally like racist. Like she doesn't like Asian people, and like half my class is Asian, so like
yeah. And she also doesn't like smart people.
Why are you a teacher, girl?
Like, aren't you supposed to be investing more time on the smart people so they can get even smarter?
Like, she likes the kids. Okay.
She likes the preppy kids.
No, she likes the kids that are not smart but are willing to try.
Oh.
Like, I think I found that. And I'm giving off that vibe, and she's been liking me more.
Oh.
Like, the other day, I was late to class, and I ran in. And then usually to people she doesn't like, she will pull them out into the hallway, personally consult them, be like, why were you late? And then, like, I was, like, 5 minutes late. And then she, like, opened the door for me. She was like, do you have a pass? And I'm like, no. And then she's like, okay. And she let me in. And I was like, oh, okay. Cool.
Damn.
But yeah, like, I feel like, however, like, magically, I am learning and stuff.
It's magic.
It's magic, bro. I think it's honest from the reading that I'm doing, like, because she does assign reading, but she doesn't really, like, explain it. She's doing her job, though, like, as, like,
a person.
As a person and giving out the work you're supposed to do as an AP teacher.
Yeah, that's basically our yap about teachers, our roasts, and our comments.
Yeah. Okay. Next clip is kind of weird because after we filmed, we decided to like take like a few quizzes like online that was like Khan Academy, like MCAT medical school quizzes, and I was supposed to screen record on my computer, but the screen record got deleted, so I don't have that, and it's not that entertaining to watch because I fell asleep watching my own video, and like I don't think you guys would want to watch that. So just peace out for the results. Yeah. 35%. So embarrassing.
36%.
You guys, definitely consider me if you are looking to recruit someone into medical school.
Yup.
I would look really good in like a medical doctor suit right now, like studying internal medicine and like drugging people.
Drugging people. Whoa. That escalated.
Giving people DH simulating peptides.
GH. Growth hormone stimulating peptides.
GH to my friends that's 5'2", elongating them.
It's not really about
and then hyaluronic pressing Zork. That was the funniest comment I received all day. Okay.
Girl. Okay.
That's it for our podcast.
That is it for today, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week.
Yippee. All right. See ya.